Joseph ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to Robinson now on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards there on a Washington first. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Rivera. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Second and 12. Off the play fake, Rivera. Past the 20. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's patience to be admired right there because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Operating from the gun, Rivera over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard, maybe a touch less. Robinson up the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
That's just a great drive to begin a ball game because just about any head coach will tell you, we want to establish the run early on, and that allows you to really open up things from there. And not only were they able to do that, but they finished things off with a touchdown run as we just saw there.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
Minnesota's new coaching staff really leaned on Cousins for leadership and production, and the longtime vet was up to the pressure. 29 touchdowns, 4,500 yards, and a 13-win season, his best as a starter. Captain Kirk, he's quietly been one of the league's most productive passers the last few seasons.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Going to begin the drive here with Madison, and he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. Another carry now for Madison. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's Cousins. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Throwing to start the drive. Rivera. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivera. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him, because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Brandon Powell deep for Minnesota. Skirts by him at the 35. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now, saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Pass complete to Addison. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. Now Cousins. Addison hauls it in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Play action now. Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Going to run with Madison again. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second down, this is Madison. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
50 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. This now a 3rd and 4. Off play action. Rivera rolling to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Then he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, Rivera. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rivera. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Rivera. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Rivera. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. It feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Robinson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
To throw on 2nd down, Rivera. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A first down throw for Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a 3rd and 6. Cousins to throw it.
Defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report.